All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakha Kadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to all you brothers out there who are pushing this truth and love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's elder brother Orala and Shathir from the GMS Chicago camp, coming back to you with what we hope is a quick and edifying sit down. And you know, the brother and I, you know, we're just taking care of some, you know, personal business between us. And he said, you want to do a sit down? I'm like, sure, cool, I'm over here, let's do something. Like, you got a topic in general? And I'm like, not really, you know,
yet, right.
the spirit will dictate it, and literally it all just came around. And to make a long story short, you know, it ended up with how did you put it, that every brother's affliction is balanced?
Every brother's affliction is balanced,
right, for their lot, you know,
because you in this truth, you gonna have affliction, man. Alright, but like the scriptures say, I'm gonna get it real quick, because the Lord ain't gonna put more on you than what you can handle. Alright, that's in I'm gonna get it right now. Salakia, because I gotta
Sirach 2:1.
What, the Lord ain't gonna put more on you than you're able to bear?
The prepare that soul for.
Oh, you can get that. You can get that first. Yeah,
kind of. This is Ecclesiasticus, or sometimes referred to as Sirach 2:1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation."
God, so when you come serve the Lord, hey, you got to prepare your mind already that you're going to deal with stuff, man. Alright? And you're going to have to deal with stuff, man. And that's just, it is what it is. You can't get around it. You know? It don't matter, hey, like I tell brothers all the time, hey, if you're a brother that may be financially stable, man, hell, you're going to deal with afflictions in some other way, man. Alright? You may have a job, but hell, you may not have a woman. Alright? You may be afflicted in your body. Alright? You may have to deal with some affliction. You're going to deal with some affliction in some form of fashion that's going to make you extremely uncomfortable. Alright? Because the elect men of the Lord is not going to be comfortable with this place, man, regardless of what they have. So the Lord makes sure you're uncomfortable, you know?
Or give you just enough. Actually, let me get that while you get that
God.
Because when the brother and I was talking about it, I forgot how we got on it that quick. But you know, my lot in this truth is the help. You know, I help a lot of brothers. We'll just leave it at that. But unfortunately, with my lot, I can't rock my beard. You know, it's part of my job. Not only that, I'm balding, so it's almost like a double shame. You know, I mean, it's messed up. But that's the affliction I have to bear. I remember how we got on it because we were talking about the videos when I first got on the camp. You know, you had hella scoffers talking about, that guy don't have a beard, that guy don't have a beard.
And that's an affliction. That's a hell of an affliction. You know, you want to do it, but you gotta you thinking of the brotherhood before you thinking of yourself. You gotta work. But your job is not allowing you to do it, man. But he sincerely want to do it. See, and that's the thing about a lot of niggas, man. Niggas lie in their head to look good. Niggas don't lie in their head because their job is telling them to, or you gotta look this way, and you make a certain amount of money that benefits your brethren, man. Hey, just like we was talking about Joseph. We was talking about Joseph. When they seen Joseph, they thought he was a damn Egyptian, man. He was in the whole Egyptian fashion, man. Probably was crispy as hell, man. But he was in a ruler's seat, man. Hell, the Lord gave him the office. He ruled Egypt. Only thing that Joseph didn't have the power over is to be called Pharaoh, man. But that's this brother's affliction. You know, hey, the Lord take care of him other ways, man. Hey, but that's it goes the same for every brother, man. All right. Hey, the Lord you may have certain things, but your affliction is gonna be balanced. All right. Hey, can I bring this out real quick?
Brother, of course.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There has no temptation taken you, but such as common to man. So every temptation that we're going through is common to every man that's on this planet. Somebody didn't been through what you've been through. All right. The only thing different with the men of the Lord, we understand it. These niggas out here don't understand it. They don't know why they get jacked up. They don't understand this. They don't understand we the Israelites and we put ourselves in this situation. They don't understand that. But the men of the Lord do. That's why the scriptures say, in my mouth it was sweet as honey, but in my belly it was bitter. Alright? Not being able to rock your beard, but you gotta work and you gotta help out brothers, that's a hell of an affliction. Hell, not to some brothers don't have jobs, but they put all they work into the Lord. Hey, like the brother Matthias. You know, that brother put his whole time into the Lord, man. Alright? But the Lord ended up blessing him with it, man. And then the Lord increased him. Man, I've never seen nothing like it, man. I've never seen nothing like it, man. The Lord is dealing with him on a whole nother level, man. Alright? But hell, his affliction was different from every other brother's affliction, man. Alright? And hey, every brother, hey, the Lord ain't gonna put nothing on you that you can't deal with. Alright? So everything you go through is gonna be balanced. But you gonna go through something. Don't think you're gonna be in this truth and you're just gonna have a walk in the park, man. Alright? It said there has no temptation has taken you, but as such as common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able. Alright? So the Lord ain't gonna put you through too much with you able. Alright? Some brother, hey man, I know a brother who affliction is, hey, he ain't got no woman, man. And he fine with that, man. Alright? And he fine with that. He had a wife or whatever and they didn't work out. He came into the truth, she bucked up. He like, man, you know what the hell with the nigga woman on this side, man. I'm straight. And he stay in the gym. Alright? And he deal with his affliction how he deal with it, man. Alright? Hey, you really gotta really count the cost when you come to serve you. How about Shema Shai, man?
You want me to get this?
Yeah, come.
Thank you. Go on, brother. I got it.
Come. It says, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it, man. Alright, so the Lord gonna always, when you going through something and you think hey, everything is getting grim, hey, here come the door, the Lord open up a door for you, man. Alright? And hey, give you understanding on the situation. Understanding sometimes is the door opening. Alright? And then the Lord always make sure you straight. Especially the men of the Lord, man. Alright? You doing this work.
I got something for you, brother. Speaking of that, okay, this is Proverbs 30:8, because we're speaking about the affliction, you know, is balanced in every brother's life or in their particular life. This is Proverbs 30:8. It says, remove far from me vanity. All right, basically worthless things, basically nothing that's profitable, you know, if they don't deal with the truth. It says, and lies. Okay, it says, give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me. Isn't that what we ask in the Lord's Prayer? Give me my daily bread. Yeah. Okay, we know that's manifold. That's also physical and spiritual. Give me just enough to make it through. Our parents used to, and our grandparents, if you remember, they used to say it all the time. They just, Lord, I just need enough to make it to the day. Just make it to the day, and I'll make it through the day. My mom used to say it all the time. All the time. And it says, lest I be full and deny thee and say, who is Yahweh? Or lest I be poor and steal and take of my power in vain. Right, so you're going out there stealing, right? To eat, to do this, to do that, right? Because you need it, right? Because you need it. Amen. The Lord make sure we really not in need of anything for the most part. He may make you wait for it.
You may need something. The Lord may make you wait. He'll make you wait for it. Alright? But he ain't just gonna leave you out there high and dry, man. Hey, that's and like if the Lord give you too much, he ain't gonna give you too much. Hey, cause some jakes don't know how to take care of money. Alright? Hey man, and to be honest, I used to be one of them Israelites, man. Terrible with money, man. Alright, the Lord blessed me with a job making $20-something an hour. I couldn't keep money from paycheck to paycheck, man. Cause I'm too busy spending it on bullshit. Oh, I gotta get a nice apartment. Oh, I gotta get this $1,000 apartment. Hey, my woman ain't gotta work. Hey, and then when you start sitting there thinking about it, hell, you run yourself thin, man. You got all this money, you thinking you can handle it, but you can't, man. And it takes your mind away from doing this work. Alright? Being out there having all this money, having too much in access for certain brothers, it'll have them veering to the left instead of being on that straight and narrow. So that's why the scriptures say, be content there with food and raiment. Alright?
You get that too?
Yeah, you can
Is
get
that in Proverbs or the Apocrypha?
I think it's in
I think it's two. Yeah, it's two of them. One's in Proverbs.
I think it's in it's
in both of them.
God.
They're just, I think they're said differently. Let me see.
I think it's 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 6 and 8.
1 Timothy 6 and 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You know, hey, because man, the Lord got us, man. But your affliction gonna be balanced, man.
Yep.
But you gotta have that mindset, man. You gotta have that mindset, cause the Lord is merciful, man. Hey, the Lord giving these 2/3 what they want. The Lord will give you what you want. Be careful what you ask for, because you might be asking for your own destruction.
God.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, it's the truth.
What's that scripture that says, that basically when people pray, they ask amiss because they're going to use it on their own lust?
God, they ask amiss. I get it for you.
But I got that 1 Timothy for you. It's 1 Timothy 6 and 8. It says, in having food and raiment, let us be therewith content.
Right. Let's be content. Alright? You're gonna go through your nonsense. You're gonna go through your folly. You're gonna go through it. But just be content with what you got, man. Alright? Understand when things happen to you, hey, it's to try you. Alright? It's to try you. It's to purge out that leaven that's in you, which is the folly. It's to make you a better servant, to give you more patience, to give you more understanding. Hey, a lot of times when you ask the Lord, hey, Lord, I need more patience, He'll start putting you in situations, you'll start finding yourself in situations that normally will make you snappy. That'll make you go off. But then, you know, I started noticing that, like, every time I ask the Lord for something, I start getting in bugged out situations.
You get the exact opposite.
You get the exact opposite. But the whole time, going through these situations, it's actually teaching you the patience. And you keep going through it until you actually learn the patience.
Right.
Is you asking for it. Alright? You know, hey man, even my wife, man. I always used to ask the Lord for a wife, man. And I was asking for the wrong shit. Alright? But hell, hey, I asked the Lord to give me a woman that I can deal with, man. Somebody who know the truth at least. Because I can't stand dealing with no woman that eat pork and dealing with no Christmas tree shit. I don't want to deal with that type of shit. Right. I want to know a woman that at least knows something. Right. That don't deal with this shit. Hell, he gave me a woman that act just like my ass. She literally me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then what's crazy is how I deal with her. Sometimes I deal with her. The Lord be like, hey, did I do that to you? Did I woo-adi bam? Did I woo-adi bam? So sometimes I look at my wife like I'm looking at myself, man. And how the Lord deal with me, man. You know? Hey, because hell, hey man, you can get afflictions on a lot of levels, man. But hell, you gotta deal with it, man. You gotta have patience going through it. You gotta use proper judgment going through it. Like the scriptures say, in the time of trouble, make not haste in the time of trouble, man. When you get in a jam, you can't be quick. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you end up slipping and busting your shit again. Even harder than you did the first time, you know? You got is more to that? Is it?
That was it for the First Timothy, yeah.
This is the scripture you had quoted. This is James 4:3. Ye ask and receive not, because you ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lust.
Right. And I'm not saying this in the sense that, you know, brothers do it deliberately. A lot of times, you know, when we're going through our afflictions that, you know, pertain to our life, we may ask for it ignorantly. All right, because we haven't seen the whole situation for what it is and why we're truly asking for something.
We should be asking for spiritual things, man.
Right.
Understanding. We should be asking the Lord to protect us through Jacob's trouble. We should be asking, hey man, if you need a job, ask the Lord for a job, man. But you know what I'm saying? But like access shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Lord, please let me hit the lottery for this 255 million. That's what niggas ask for. That's what niggards ask for, man.
Right.
Alright? They ask for shit like that, man. Alright? Hey, man, ask for spiritual things, man. Ask for things that's going to benefit you and the brothers, man. Alright? Ask for salvation. Ask for the Lord. Hell, continue to ask the Lord to heal brothers. Alright? Because it's brothers that's going through some real ailments, man. That's dealing with their affliction. Ask for the Lord to give them brothers strength to deal with it. Or lighten their affliction, man. You know?
Because that's the title of the topic. As the brother just briefly mentioned, okay, it might not be the Lord's will to fully heal that brother.
Yeah.
All right?
Paul didn't get healed.
Right.
He got a thorn. He had something he just had to deal with.
Right. The Lord might just leave it on that brother just to keep him humble enough so that he stays in this truth.
Hey, that's what Paul said. The Lord has put a thorn in my side, so I wouldn't be exalt myself above measure. Alright, so the Lord hit him with that affliction, so he wouldn't think too highly of himself, man. And let me tell you something, that affliction keep your ass humble. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you humble. Because at any given time, you feel like the Lord can pull a plug on you. You know what I'm saying? And you always want to be right. If the Lord gonna pull the plug on you, I want to be right. If you gonna pull a plug, at least let me be doing this work when you pull a plug.
Right.
So I know I'm gonna wake up in glory. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I don't want to be doing some folly when you pull the plug. And that affliction, it keep your ass in line, man. That continual ass whooping.
Right.
You know?
But it's going, like we said, it's going to be balanced for everybody's lot. Okay? You know, as we said before, you know, just use a simple carnal thing. You got brothers in the truth. Man, the Lord will constantly give them a bad chick. But you know what? Man, they can barely keep a job. They bounce from job to job to job to job to job to job. It's nothing stable, it's a balance.
And man, the Lord may not give a brother a woman, nothing. He may have to sleep. He may be living with a brother. He may be doing that. But the Lord has given him wisdom beyond measure. Mm-hmm. I know a brother right now that's like that. I ain't gonna mention his name. He deal with things on a far greater level, man. Can't keep a job. Always going through little inconveniences and fuck shit. Alright? But the Lord has given this brother wisdom, a great wisdom. Alright? Great wisdom. You know? And the thing is, to be honest, he don't think he got it. Alright? But the Lord is going to soon reveal it to that brother, man. Alright? Because the Lord gave him so much, man. Because, hey, when you sacrifice, alright, the Lord gives, man. Alright?
That just reminded me, Lord is not forgetful to
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Yeah, but I had another one while you were just saying that, because we mentioned about seeking these spiritual things, and it says, this is Colossians 3:1. It says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, which Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of our power. It says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Okay? Now, we're not saying it's going off to ask for shelter or a little bit of money or a woman or things like that. But the Lord is going to provide these things first and foremost, granted, if you doing the right thing as far as doing the work, praying, fasting, doing your videos, going out on the highways and the byways. But even when you ask, let's say the Lord know you ain't been with a woman in like 1 or 2 years, and you just pray, man, God, give me a woman, and she's fine and all this. The Lord might be like, I don't know about that one. I'm not going to answer that. I want to give you time to ask me again. And then you might meditate like, how come God didn't give me a woman? And then in your frustration, you might finally say it the way God wants you to say it. You're like, God, I just want a woman that just going to be patient with me. Man, that she cooks and she's modest. I mean, she ain't got to be no beauty queen, but she just work out, just do something. I don't care. And then the next thing you know,
hey,
there it is.
Hey, I'm going to give a personal testimony. I used to ask the Lord, I used to beg the Lord for maturity. Beg. I used to beg. And I begged for like 2 years, man. 2 years. Alright? This was back when we was, you know what I'm saying, when we used to be the Wild Boys. Alright? I used to ask, man, because brothers used to always say I was immature, man. Alright? You do silly shit. Alright? And then I ain't want to be silly. I wanted to be mature. I see other brothers being mature. I see brothers younger than me with apartments and taking care of their business, paying their bills. Hell, I wanted to be like that. I see them being mature. I want to be mature too. And I begged the Lord, man. I begged him. And then one day I remember I was standing in Benji's kitchen, and I had said something dumb. And it was like I was looking at myself. I said, man, why the fuck did I just say that? What the fuck? That shit was the most it was the most tail-toe out of time.
It's completely
let me take my ass up, right? Let me take my ass upstairs and go sit down somewhere. And then that's when it happened, man. Next thing you know, hell, I don't really do the little silly shit like that no more, man. Alright, yeah, I may goof off with the brothers every now and then, but it's in season, man. It's when the time is right for it, man. The Lord gave me discernment to when to tell when the time is to play and when the time is to not to play. When the time to be serious and when the time is not to be serious.
I'll get there real quick for you, Ecclesiastes.
You know, but I got the Hebrews. Alright, this Hebrews 6:10. For Yahweh is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister. Alright, and labor, man, when you laboring, man, hey, like at work, man, you may bump your head, hit your head on something. Hey, man, you may cut your finger. Alright? Hey, because the scriptures say I'm going to try them through the fiery furnace of affliction, man. While we doing this labor, you getting tried at the same time. Alright? Hey, there may be some dudes that run up on the camp with guns. Fuck you niggas. Hell, I wasn't around when it happened, but hey, brothers tell stories about things that happened in Chicago, man. And they missed every shot, man. Ain't no bullet hit them. Alright? Or they'll act like they'll up a gun and don't pull the trigger, man. Alright? So, man, you really gotta understand that plus your affliction is not in vain. You know what I'm saying? It's not in vain. He told the disciples, they asked him like, man, we giving up everything. What shall we receive? So they like, basically, we going through all of this hell, man. Our families hated this and that. We don't got no place in this place. We getting killed. It was getting put to death. All right, the scriptures say, man, hey, man, ye have not resisted against blood. We ain't went through nothing like that yet, man. The men of the Lord in the scriptures, Stephen, Yahweh, Paul, Peter, all the prophets got put to death, besides John the Revelator. Alright?
I think Luke too, right? Did Luke?
Nah, I think it was just John the Revelator.
Yeah.
Because he got sent to the salt mines.
Yeah, because he wasn't balling either. He got sent to prison.
He got sent to prison. You imagine being an older man working in the damn mine? Alright? Hey, man, he still had to do what he had to do, man. He still lived a shameful life, man. Deal with his own affliction, man. But the Lord still was dealing with him, man. Alright? And that alone, you know what I'm saying? Help you deal with what you're going through. Alright? I'm gonna get this Acts real quick. You know.
And I get what you said that Ecclesiastes 3.
You can get that, then I'm gonna jump to the Acts after.
And it says Ecclesiastes 3, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Right, so it's a time for everything, man. Alright? Every time ain't a time to joke around, man. Every time ain't a time to be serious, man. When every brother joking around, you the only sour apple in the bunch. If you want to be the sour apple, take your ass home, man. Alright? Take your ass home, man. Alright? Hey, brothers drinking and listening to music. Hey, man, chill out. The scriptures talk about interrupting good music and wine, man. Enjoy yourself, man. Alright? You gotta really go with the flow of things, man. Force not the course of the river, man. Alright? So you gotta go with the flow, man, because sometimes you'll put more affliction on yourself just by not sitting down, chilling out.
Right.
Alright? Being cool. Alright? So I'm gonna end it with this. This is Acts 14 and 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And that's simple, man. We must go, and tribulation means hard times, man. Alright? A hard time, man. We gotta go through much hard times, man. Alright? Hey, Jacob's trouble ain't here. Like I quoted, man, we ain't resisted to blood yet. Alright? That's right around the corner. Alright? The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Yep.
That's right around the corner. Alright? Let's see who's serving Yahweh Shema Shai when that affliction really on you. Alright? That's why you gotta store faith up as a treasure right now, man. Right now. Now's the time. But your affliction you're gonna go through is always gonna be balanced, man. So all that complaining you doing, you might as well just chill out. Yeah, it's fucked up. You vent to a brother. And really just move on and deal with it, man. The Lord gonna deal with you.
The Lord got you, man.
He got you.
And even the Lord said, a false violence is an abomination.
Right.
So obviously the Lord going to balance the good He give you with the affliction.
Hey, what Job say? Shall we not receive?
That.
Yeah, God.
You want to end it on that one?
Yeah. End it on that. That's cold. Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, even Job said that to this wicked ass nigga woman.
Right. She's scoffing. Curse the Lord. It is a dumbass nigga woman tell you to curse the Creator. You out your fucking mind? You know what he'd do to me?
Right.
The hell was Satan doing? Hell, Job didn't really even understand what he thought the Lord was doing. But it was Satan afflicted him, man.
God, I got
you. But you know what the Lord will do when the hand of the Lord is? Hey, the hand of the Lord was on Job because Satan said it. He said, hey, man, but put forth thine hand. So basically, take that hedge from him, give me the word, and I'll do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the Lord put Job through all of that affliction, all of that tribulation, and he held his integrity, man.
Yep. And this is Job 2 and 9. It said, then said his wife unto him, dost thou still retain thine integrity?
That shit is a dumbass nigga woman. Vain creature. And that's the nigga woman today. You ain't got shit. It's very few women that'll stand by your side when you ain't got nothing, man. Alright? And then Job was wealthy. She was with him when he had the bag. Like niggas talk about the bag. Job had a bag, man. He had gold, cattle, substance. You know, he had a little house he said the kids used to go through at night and used to drink, man. Alright? And hey, look. And she scoffed him. When the Lord started jacking him up, took his kids, took the cattle, took everything from him. Hey, you still with the Lord, man?
Yep, she told him, curse God and die.
Hey, because the nigga woman to do that. Hell, why you think the nigga woman so on right now? Like your Cardi B's and your Little Kims and your... Man, they quick to sell out.
Yep.
They quick to sell out. I gotta feed my kids. That's the nigga woman main excuse for doing some folly or being a prostitute. I got kids. I gotta put food on the table. They said no integrity. Gotta do what I gotta do. Spread them legs.
And as much as I hate to say this, you got brothers who have wives that are like this, and that's part of their affliction.
Yeah.
But they got a bomb job, bomb car, don't never break down, kids be in order, everything. But
got a wicked ass woman.
Got a wicked ass woman just to keep a family. But
just to keep your kids around you, man.
Right.
This fucking world is polluted, man.
And it says, but he said unto her, thou speakest as one of the foolish women speaketh.
So he basically said, man, you sound like one of these little simple ass bitches.
He said, what? Shall we receive good at the hand of Yahweh, and shall we not receive evil?
So, and that's balance. And that's balance. So you think you're going to get some good stuff, you ain't going to get some bad stuff? Alright? And that's simple. So with that, hope it was edifying. We want to give all praise and honor and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakadash.
Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. Citation you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity, with charity. Shalom.
Shalom.
And the Bible ball.
Bible ball.
Oh, fucking legs. Sit down.